John,
Yes.
if you look at the anyone can get wool chat, that QB the Niners is talking about, that's the QB I had as the Patriots. See, he said motherfucker had 89 speed and ran like it was 90.
Okay, coach, the
Okay,
playoffs
I'm
are
gonna have to
back at
look.
Lambeau, and the
But yeah,
temps, well, they're
that's
where
all I
you
wanted
would
to say.
expect them in the frigid
Okay.
range. Just how the Cheeseheads like it here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Coming up, an important divisional round matchup in the NFC between the Chicago Bears and the Green Bay Packers. The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Blue 58. Mike 58 right there. Here, Mike. Watch the pass. Check. Blue 58.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
At the 29-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
He's checking credit.
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4.
Check 37. Watch the shift. Watch the shift.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down.
But when we go back to our conversation with the defensive coordinator, that type of a play was not a surprise to him. He expected trickery in this game, yet somehow his defense, they still took the cheese and got caught in the mousetrap.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Pick it up, defense. Let's go. Callie. Don't let Callie. Watch the twist.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. Buying time to his left. This one complete to Devin Funchess. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well. A little glimpse of his athleticism there and what they're going to have to deal with. He can use his legs to dance around back behind the line of scrimmage and beyond the line of scrimmage.
And wouldn't you love to get a copy of their defensive scouting report going into the week? Because that's been stressed the whole time. Keep him bottled up. Keep him in the pocket. But it's the first drive of the game and emotions are running high. Someone forgot that, trying to make a big play, and gave up a bigger one instead.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 43.
218, chop it.
Here's Jones. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
On 2nd and 11 now. Rodgers, he gets this to Devontae Adams. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in the paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker, can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Switch. Hey, 88.
The first carry now for the BYU man. It's Jamal Williams. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 3rd and 10 now.
Look at the aid. Yeah, Liz. Watch the run. Shift.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. Every possession in the postseason magnified. And look, it's just the opening drive. They didn't get the touchdown they wanted, but at least they got on the board.
They got on the board. They've got their home crowd into it as well. And remember, in the playoffs, the game slows down a little bit. So every point is precious.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 23. Out of the gun, Trubisky. That one is caught by Hunt. And they'll get him down here at the 23.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Trubisky will throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Not a blitz, but the guy who's normally the last line of defense recognizes he had a chance to get to the quarterback, and that's exactly what he did.
After that sack we just saw, Trubisky and the Bears deal with a 3rd and long. Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. To throw, it's Rodgers. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Well, it's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant the flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
At their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically, what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Check Mike 39. Hey, check Mike 39.
All day, just like that. Just like that.
Looking to throw Trubisky on first down. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
And the Bears first down.
Three 0 after one on EA Sports.
Packers 3, Bears 0.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Watch the slant.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. Of course, he's coming off that monster game in their wild card victory, but that's his first catch here in the divisional round. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum, because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
Red, hold this. Bravo. Hey, 18.
From the red zone now, here's Trubisky on first down. His throw caught right around the 6. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Partner, they weren't quite in the red zone, but things are starting to get condensed on the field. Throwing the corner route there, really nice play because it gives them a little bit of room to complete it.
Extra. 180. Danny. 58, boys, 58. Alert. Hey, orbit. Getting some penetration. Switch. 6 guys. Check 6 guys.
Throwing once more, it's Trubisky. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. He was trying to find Anthony Miller there, but it'll be second and goal.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Now the Purdue man, this is Akeem Hunt. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It's a loss of 4. Now third down.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Hey, wahoo!
On 3rd and goal, Trubisky. Flushed out right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow them to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let them get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. They had it 1st and goal, 3 attempts, couldn't get it in, so they settle for 3.
Yeah, the field tends to shrink a little bit the closer you get to the goal line, doesn't it? It doesn't sound right. It sounds a little counterintuitive. But you run out of space to run the deep routes, so they can just sit on the shorter stuff if you're going to throw it. If you want to run it, there's just not as much space. They end up having to take 3 there.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. They'll run it with Jones. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Win 18. Over. Twist. Undercrush.
Working from the gun. Rodgers. It's caught. Jones. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer 1st down.
Good route, good pickup for 1st down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets...
Oh, trying to get that to Adams, but that's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it, and they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there.
On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The line to create space up front, really well done.
Alert. Check 52. Rush in. Check 15.
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
Now Trubisky on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Here's Trubisky. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
Alert. They still playing soccer.
Now it's Trubisky.
Under 10.
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Kenny Clark. That's now back-to-back sacks, and it brings up fourth down. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25. It will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12.
Not your conventional play call, but that's okay. You probe the defense a little bit with some of everything in your playbook. That way they have to account for everything as the game moves on.
Check it. 50. 58's the mic. 58. 58's the mic.
So we got man.
Hey, 88.
Hey, seam 6.
Rip left. Hey, 58 is the mic.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Akeem Hicks coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. It's taken to the 26. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Bears take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And now the clock reads precisely 1 minute to go in the half. You want to run the 1 minute offense? This is a good test right here.
It certainly is, and definitely not a time to think about kneeling and going into the half. This is a chance to attack a little bit, but not having to get everything in one shot either. 10 yards here, 15 there. Work the sidelines, work the clock. Give yourself a chance for at least a field goal going into the half.
The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs as we just saw there.
Trubisky now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. Now it's Trubisky. Wide open receiver complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Now Trubisky to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
And now he'll tuck it and run. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Check 24.
On 3rd down, here's Hunt. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
Check.
Mike 22, he's coming. 22's coming. Mike.
Hey, tight.
Man, smooth. Check.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Throwaway and incomplete. Now 2nd and goal from the 7-yard line.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal.
58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58.
Hey, Haywood.
Get ready. 58 for Mike. 58 for Mike.
Throwing here, Trubisky. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Jimmy Graham in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bears have taken the lead. The extra point up and good. And the lead is now 10-3. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. This will be taken in at the 1. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. This will be taken very short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it out past the 30.
Let's go.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what?
But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 13 yards, first down, Packers.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. A gain of 6 there on first.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
You got him. You got him.
319. Go right.
Safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
They'll go again to Jones. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
A pair of first downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Jones. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
They don't want it, folks.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping Those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
What we got? What we got? What we got?
Go right! Go right!
Kill, kill, kill. Turn up.
Big edge, big edge, big edge.
They'll run with a Hall of Famer, Peyton. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
I enjoyed watching Robert Quinn in pregame warm-ups with you down on the field. Did it surprise you how tall and angular he is? You wouldn't think he'd be able to play against the run that well, would you?
But he can, and he showed it right there, didn't he?
That's that wrestling background he has. He understands leverage as well as anyone in the game. A big-time wrestler in high school. He didn't lose very often.
3-time heavyweight state champ in South Carolina.
Check 4, check 4.
22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber.
Check three, check 3.
Go to 50. Hey, you block over here.
Back, back, back.
Hey, where y'all going?
So that'll back him up 5. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
Easy.
You better be ready. Don't be scared of it.
Switch 26.
Come on, switch it.
58, right over there.
Greystone, travel.
Mike, 58, right there.
Kill. Shift. Hey, Mike. Flip again.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete. It was Roquan Smith who got his big hand in there to knock it away. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
18.
Off the play fake. Here's Trubisky. Gonna let one fly for Robert. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. 39 yards there. A big one.
But we spent a lot of time exalting the offensive masterminds in this game, right? They draw up these beautiful plays. They look so perfect up on the board. But occasionally, sometimes you just say, throw it up and let him go get it. How about that play?
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35.
Lock in. Go.
58, Mike. Let's go.
58, right over.
Now Trubisky. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. A Chicago 1st down there on a gain of 11.
A Hall of Fame coach once said, there are no medals for trying. And that wasn't a trying effort, was it? That was a winning effort. How about that great catch?
Excellent. They know, hey, you lose this game, you get a ding or two. You got 7 months to heal. They're going to go all out.
Lock in. Move.
Pick the edge.
Hey, Alpha.
Check 9.
Check. Lucky.
They'll throw on 1st down with Trubisky. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one. and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's 3rd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
They run again with Hunt. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
Partner, that's another short run there, and I think the easy thing is to look at him right now and say, let's get away from him entirely to start throwing the football. But I don't think you ever entirely abandon the run. It helps set a tone for the game for you, keeps your offensive linemen feeling good about themselves, and it actually tamps down a defense's pressure because if you just throw it all the time, it's going to tee off with the pass rush.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Not the start to the drive they were looking for. That run doesn't do much at all.
No, not at all, and it leaves them with 3rd and long. And you know, this is the time of game where these drives really start to matter. They've got to make some moves.
Rodgers to throw on 3rd down. Going for the deep ball. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's J.K. Scott now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down.
Just me and you. Hey, ball.
On 1st down, they go right back to Hunt. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
At the 48-yard line.
58's the mic. Here we go. Red, alert 3. Watch twist. Watch the twist. Red, blue.
Hey, foxtrot.
Watch the edge.
18.
Check your hot read. Watch the safety creep.
On 2nd and 12, Trubisky eluding the pressure right. And this is incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. The Bears on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12.
Check nickel.
On the run, this is Hunt. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. And now a fair catch called for, and he'll indeed take it at about the 6-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And the Packer drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. Buster Screen is able to bring him down. Line of scrimmage is the 8 on 2nd and 8. Here's Rodgers. And Rodgers is going to go down. In the end zone, it's a safety. Well, there is still time to recover from this. It remains a 2-score game even with the 2 points there. But let's just say things not trending in the right direction.
I like that phrase. I'm going to say it along with you. Things are definitely not trending in the right direction. They needed something on that drive. Instead, they gave up 2 points and a lot of hope.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. And a quick throw here, that's complete. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, the stats that matter on this play don't help a team very much unless, of course, you're playing defense.
If you're getting points per reception, you got a reception, but no yardage. Great job by the defense, though. They read through that.
They read through it, gave up no yardage, and people got credit for tackles. Pretty good deal.
And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup.
First down, Chicago.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10.
You ain't doing nothing today. Check 26, check 12.
They'll run. This is Hunt. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there, and now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. The Bears on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Here's Hunt. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down.
Brandon, unfortunately, I've been here before. They've had 2 opportunities to stop them, so this is demoralizing. They haven't gotten it done. Now you're calling all your blitzes, all your attack defenses, but you're not worried about playing your normal position. You're going to take chances now.
Well, you said it. 2 third down opportunities to get off the field. Couldn't do it, and the clock continues to roll. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
So the Bears with a football here as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Tough day. Tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. On 2nd down now, it's Hunt. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on 3rd. Now Hunt, and they'll bring him down right at midfield, and he is well short of the first down. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
As much as I praise teams for being true to who they are, in this situation, I wonder if maybe they outguessed themselves a little bit. 3rd down seemed like an obvious passing situation. They chose to run it and didn't get anywhere close to the first down.
high kick here as they'll try to cover this one.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
Today's final score, Bears
And they have secured a spot in the conference championship, and now you can start to smell it at this point in the season, can't you?
You really can, because the
Let's
focus has been
go.
one game at a time, not looking ahead. But when you get to the conference championship game and you know you're there, the Super Bowl does loom in the future.
Took down the Cheeseheads.